Today is Friday, April 21st, 2017, and this is Generally Trivial.
Welcome to Generally Trivial, a conversation on the lighter side of current events.
Hello and welcome to episode 40 of Generally Trivial, where we're going to take a walk on the lighter side of current events. I'm your host, Jeff, and with me today is nobody. It is a blooper episode. We're going to play some outtakes and some funny bits that did not make the show as the guys take a 2-week break and come back. We did want to give a shout out to GJV, was the name he left on our review. And he left us a 5-star review on iTunes saying that we are a fun podcast with a lot going on, just plain fun. Thank you. That was really cool to be able to get that email saying we got a review. Just hit us up on our email, generallytrivial@gmail.com, or Facebook, whichever is easier for you. Let us know you're the one that left the review, and we will send you out one of the logo stickers. We're looking forward to sending that out, and thank you again so much for the review. If you guys want to get a logo sticker in the mail and be thanked on the show, just leave a review on iTunes, and then let us know that it was you that did it. And the other way is to call in to 415-PODLINE and leave a message that we can play on the show. And if you have any thoughts, ideas about the show, you have a haiku review, or some ideas about any other part of the show, just go ahead and call in and we'll be able to play that and then send you out a logo sticker. We're going to go ahead right now and get into some bloopers over the past year or so. And at the end, I will share with you a couple quick news bites.
I like this music. We should record that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like, hello.
Hello.
How is you?
I'm good. Can you see me?
Yeah, it looks like you're in the bathroom.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
That's pretty much what this room is.
Sitting on a toilet. Sitting on a toilet.
No.
That cat is dying.
It's drinking Febreze. It's gonna be petting this enhancer. I hate cats. That's the sound I prefer them to make. The sound of Sean's cat. It's the sound of his cat. I've never owned a cat.
We're friends. We're mutual friends with Pectacular.
I thought you were going to go with benefits and
Oliveria Libro. There was a guy in my high school, my church, not really high school. His name was Oliver Book. He took a Spanish class, so his Spanish name was Oliveria Libro. Libro means book. So Donald Glover, and then Dinosaurs Didn't Roar, Budweiser makes a beer run, driverless truck, Taco Bell has Kit Kats in its quesadillas.
That one is disturbing.
The quesadilla?
Yeah.
You know?
The Kit Kats and a quesadilla.
That kind of sounds weird, but I wonder if, you just
Like
wonder.
Jurassic Park.
You just gotta
knowing that you can do it, than knowing that if you should do it.
That's a valid point, but still, you gotta wonder. Like, that's what they did. They wondered, and then they did it. They made dinosaurs. They were real.
And look how Jurassic Park 2 turned out.
Yeah, but then there was the Jurassic World, and that was better. They'll get it right eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You could pick another pie, but now all you have is mashed potatoes and pie.
What's wrong with that?
That sounds
Because there's a
like the
mashed
best Thanksgiving ever.
because look, you can have a mashed potato pie, and you would have covered 2 birds with 1 stone.
What are you doing?
That was the end of the segment.
They didn't even go yet. We haven't even done ours yet. You know what that does do for me? Like in 2 weeks and he's taking charge.
That marks his.
Yeah, he's like, that's the end.
That marks his.
NASA is now offering a $30,000 prize to whoever can come up with an efficient method for pooping in space. Give me your number 1 idea for going number 2.
You just let it drop, right? I mean, I don't know.
No, that's why they need it, because it doesn't work that way in space.
No, you just do it and then you catch it. You just push real hard.
Oh my gosh.
Use like butterfly nets.
I don't. You guys can if you want.
That's
I'm
what you
not
said
sure.
allegedly.
Yeah. I'm not sure that we have to hit the question correct right every time.
But it's fun.
Okay.
You know, like in Interstellar, they're living on spinning ships basically that create fake gravity. So like, what if this little segment was
Just a bathroom.
just the bathroom was like a gyro and it just spun, and then you sit down, you buckle up, you hit the green button, start spinning.
Yeah, you just
do
sit,
your business,
just sit and spin.
and then and then the flush stops it. Right there, you go. TM.
They're gonna vomit like crazy because if it just stops after they flush.
But that's how they like have artificial gravity. That's how they do it. They just spin really fast.
In TV shows and sci-fi shows and stuff, yeah.
I don't know if it's artificial at that point though.
Yeah,
It is because it's just the centrifugal motions. It's not actual gravity; it's centrifugal motion.
But isn't that what gravity is?
No, centrifugal motion or gravity is like actual caused by mass,
It's
large
like
masses that
me,
cause a force,
Sean.
produce gravity. Centrifugal force would be different. It wouldn't be gravity.
But what does church got to do with it?
What?
Specifically, the Catholic Church.
Mass. It's that one.
It's fine. That whole section's not making it anyway, so it's fine. You got one, Chris. An idea to go number 2 in space? No. Okay.
What if you just drink a lot of prune juice and go number 3?
Go number 3.
Because then it's just like number 1, but from somewhere else, from outer space.
You just get up on the ceiling and you push down really hard until you hit the floor and stop yourself, and then it falls out.
All right. So it's usually there's still kind of funny answers, but it's just.
Oh, dang it. What's his name?
What's his name? Dang it. What's his name?
Whose name?
Ralph.
He played in Grease.
John Travolta.
That's it.
Danny Zuko.
John Travolta.
Okay.
That's nope, I got a new one.
Technically,
Good.
it might have been your iPad. I don't know.
Oh, it's on airplane mode.
So it's probably not your iPad.
I can do that too.
You're not at work, Jordan.
It has my story.
It doesn't need to be on airplane mode. You're not at work.
Actually, while I'm flying, it has to.
That's a Furby laugh.
That is one of the
Dibs.
check-ins there.
Dibs.
Yes. Yes, like a dying cow. This cow is from Ireland. Literally screaming, "Kill me now!"
I'm pretty sure it's actually just a dude.
That's definitely a person.
Okay, there might be more sounds. All right, guys, the first story that I have for you is a better way to herd cattle. Cattle herding, of course, has been around an awful long time. But, it takes some manpower and usually some horsepower to get them moving. And a rancher, Adrian Ivy, was asking, how do we move 150 heifers in Canada? Well, they were filming, and they caught a beaver that was moving the cows because the cows were just really super interested in the beaver, quote, kind of like teenagers. There's video online, and they were just following the cow around, or following the beaver around, and the video shows that the cows followed the beaver, but they kept it a respectful distance because they were kind of curious, but kind of a little fearful, I think. Kept about a 3-foot space around the beaver because they didn't want to get any closer. It's a really funny video. We'll try to post a link to it on generallytrivial.net. And the final story for this week is about the first woman to ever run the Boston Marathon. Now, you've, of course, seen pictures. There's been women for years and years to run the Boston Marathon. But this was actually 50 years ago. She was the first woman to run. And there's a photo online of a race official trying to physically remove her from the race. And it's really sad. It's an odd thing that something as simple as running a race, even there was, kind of a segregation there. But she entered into the race as K.V. Switzer. This was Catherine. That way they wouldn't see it as a female name when she first ran in 1967. She says that she had trained hard and was confident of her strength, meaning to be able to run that race. Still, she said that it took a body block from her boyfriend to knock the official off the course, which is probably a pretty great sight there. And maybe it affected his time to be able to use that energy to bump the official there. She completed this year's race in 2017, only a little bit slower in 4 hours, 44 minutes, and 31 seconds than when she originally did 1967. It was 1972 when women were officially allowed to enter the race. So it still took 5 years after she did that to be able to allow women in. And of course, now women run all the time, and it's awesome. She won the New York Marathon because she's run quite a few, but she won the New York one in 1974 in 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 29 seconds, which is an incredible pace. I could try again for the next 20 years and never be able to get that, but I just think it's really cool that someone who kind of blazed that trail is commemorating her feat from 50 years before, an athletic feat at that, to be able to go and do this thing that's a great endurance test 50 years later is crazy impressive, and a testament not just to her physical ability, but I believe her will, that she wanted to do it so bad, both initially and 50 years more mileage on her body is crazy impressive. Well, thank you guys for listening to episode 40. I hope you laughed along with some of the bloopers in between here. We have a lot of fun doing the show. We can't play all of the bloopers because some of them are a little too long or a little too not fit for radio. But we really do appreciate everyone listening, everyone leaving reviews on iTunes. In 2 weeks, we will be back, and we will have the guys ready to share some current events. For the rest of the crew, I am Jeff, and we are out.
I have a question. Maybe it's just me, but are you normally bald?